This is the time of year, the summer, which traditionally is kind of a lull in the video game releases. So we're going to talk about a game that's been out a couple of weeks, and it's Overlord 2. It's pretty interesting that it got a sequel. The first one, I think, was overlooked by a lot of people. It's a game from Triumph Studios, and it is unique in that it's really attempting to blend a real-time strategy kind of gameplay with a third-person action game. So you're commanding, you get to be evil. The whole concept of the game is that you are the evil overlord, ruler of the netherworld, and you get to come up and basically pillage towns. And the way you do that is you control hordes of minions, little demon guys, and there's 4 different types of minions that you eventually get to collect and have part of your army. And they do different things. There's grunts, and there's fire guys, and there's stealth guys, and there's sort of healer dudes. So you're running around. You get to be evil. You're commanding them with control points, much like a real-time strategy game would be. But there is a lot of role-playing elements also. You can upgrade those units. You can resurrect ones that have leveled up a great deal. You can outfit them with armor. You can forge your own weapons. A lot of depth and a lot of interesting genre-bending mechanics. Alex, what did you think of Overlord 2? Did you play the first Overlord?
I didn't play the first Overlord, and I will say that this, to me, is the perfect way to get me into an RTS, because I'm not a big fan of RTSs.
Right.
As I've sort of gone on record to talk about. So it's sort of that step-up progression into, well, it's not really an RTS. I'm this guy whacking things. Oh, I got minions, oh, that's fun. I'll send these guys there and send those guys there. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, you really are able as the player to decide how much you want to take advantage of the strategy stuff, or if you just want to keep pressing your attack button and just play it like a third-person action.
Right, and I think that, to me, is where it kind of fell apart, because I really enjoyed the vibe of it. The sort of like, laughy, kind of cartoony, it sort of felt very like Dark Crystal meets Fraggle Rock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
Oh, and I do want to say real quick, let me
please.
interrupt you. This game is written by Rhianna Pratchett, who also wrote Mirror's Edge, and we were notoriously very harsh on the writing of Mirror's Edge, and she was kind enough to write in and explain a little bit of how that process works. And I have to say, this is, I think, very funny, well-written game, and
So that to me,
Rhianna, thank you and good work.
So I definitely enjoyed
I said good day.
The vibe. I said, and stop, whatever you're doing.
No, it's great.
No, because I definitely enjoyed the story. I definitely enjoyed the vibe of it, like that Dark Crystal meets Fraggle Rock kind of thing with a little bit of Gremlins sprinkled in.
Sure.
That said, for me, the gameplay got a little boring. At first, I was like, I think I might be in love with this. It's very World of Warcraft in a way. Having minions, or having sending your Voidwalker out as a warlock, or a cat as a hunter. So I really enjoyed that. When I started to get the new units was when I started to kind of go, I smell some RTS here. Because before it was like, this guy, bah, 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 this guy, bah, 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 this guy, bah, 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 and I would literally like sit back and watch this chaos happen, and I was like, that is satisfying. I like that.
Yeah.
Then when it was, all right, wait, I got to select the grunty guys and send them in. Then I got to wait, and then I got to send in the fire guys. It just started to kind of calm down. I kind of enjoyed that like free-flowing stick of sending them everywhere and having the destruction. So inevitably, I think I enjoyed the game, but it got a little old for me. But I did have fun while I was having fun.
Oh, that's good.
That made sense.
Did you have any fun while you were having fun, or?
Interesting you would phrase it that way. One, because it's exactly what Alex said. Two, because what I was thinking about this game was thinking this doesn't fit into the category of games where just the mere playing of it is fun, like just the mere controlling my dude in Prototype or Mirror's Edge is elation. Just the sensation that it creates is so fun. So this game, I never really clocked into having fun playing the game. But I did find it amusing and interesting that here I am interacting in a 3D space, but I was sort of playing a puzzle game. So I had to figure out how do I open that thing? Oh, if I send these guys around and this up here, and I'll let you know. Like I was like, that's kind of cool that I'm doing that. I mean, yes.
I found that stuff to be a little tedious.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. But it's sort of an interesting way of playing the game. But I mean, I didn't love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's
I never got to a point. I only unlocked I unlocked Fire Dude and the other dude.
Oh yeah.
I sense that it starts to get epic and crazy, and that may have been when I would have clocked into the game.
You know, that's really my biggest complaint with the game, because I feel like it takes so long for the game to get going. I felt like I was playing a 5-6 hour tutorial through the whole first part of the game.
Yeah.
It is so, and maybe that's necessary because there are some really deep mechanics, but like you said, Alex, it gets a little mired. And I found the first few hours I was playing the game, I really didn't like it. But as I kept going, I liked more and more because you kind of realize the level of strategy that you can employ. But there's
Which
so
is
much.
funny because that's exactly the opposite of me,
Right.
because I don't like those strategy games.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But you're correct, I think, in saying that it kind of gets mired in its own trappings.
Yeah.
In the sense that you start going down to the netherworld, and it's so tedious to go down there and visit the fort, and then go and visit the thing, and resurrect your guy that you've been leveling up. He dies, and you're like, I gotta go all the way back to the freaking netherworld just to resurrect him.
Yeah.
I wish there was such an easier way to do all that stuff, and much quicker way to do all that
Yeah.
stuff. So then I think that would make it feel more like a RTS,
Right.
which you may not like, but to me, I wanted the ease of being able to select my units and I wanted to be able to swap units on the fly rather than having to run back up to the nodes and pull guys out or whatever.
Yeah.
There's some really cool stuff in this game, though. I already talked about the writing, which is great and funny and genuinely witty. I love the mounts, like how your
Yeah, you
little
can like
demons.
throw them onto wolves and stuff. and, like,
All the different mounts in the game are really cool. And you know, I think as I played it, I liked it more, but it just takes so long to get there that it's not a game that I could easily recommend.
to someone. Yeah.
I wish I'd been able to experience all that you're saying because it does sound cool. I think overall the best part of the game is the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great, and it's great the like embracing of the evil, you know, and killing gnomes.
It's fun. Although
clubbing
it
baby
did,
seals.
Clubbing
and
baby
stuff.
seals is epic. But yeah, it also did take a little while for me to be like, okay, forget it. I am evil. I'm doing this. I'm clubbing baby seals.
Right.
And everybody's cool about it.